This is a review for the Shark ION F80 and ION X40. The F80 is essentially an X40 with a multiflex wand. The F80 also adds an extra battery and comes with a battery charging cradle, while the X40 does not. Otherwise, the two vacuums are identical. In any case, I'll only be referring to the F80 for the rest of this review. But note that pretty much everything that I'll say about the F80 applies just as much to the X40. The F80's airflow was measured at 30 CFM. Its suction was measured at 84 inches of water lift. The F80 failed our filtration and sealing test, largely because it does not come with a HEPA post-motor filter. Moving on to carpet cleaning performance, we first have to talk about the F80's very unique cleaner head. All of the ION series Sharks we tested, including the ION F80, have a dual clean cleaner head. The dual part of the name refers to the fact that the cleaner head has not one but two brush rolls. The first is a standard brush roll optimized for agitating carpet. The second is a soft roller optimized for picking up large debris and fine dust on hard floors. This design also improves the vacuum's ability to pick up large debris on carpet. Because of this design, the ION F80 picked up large debris on carpet, and here we're talking primarily about the Cheerio component of the debris mixture, just about as well as any of the cordless vacuums we tested. However, it did have more trouble with medium-sized debris like rice and oats, and fine debris, in other words, the flour component of the debris mixture, more than most other cordless vacuums we tested. Cleanup in our carpet stress test was definitely a bit more of a struggle with the F80 than it was with most of its competitors. None of the cordless vacuums we tested, including the F80, had any trouble picking up pet hair or human hair in separate tests, though their brush rolls will eventually tangle if they pick up enough longer hair over time. It is of special note that when dealing with especially stubborn tangles, you cannot remove the carpet agitator brush roll from the F80 cleaner head. You can only remove the soft roller, while you can remove the single brush roll very easily from most competitor cleaner heads. In our carpet deep clean test, the F80 picked up only 15 grams of debris after being pushed back and forth over an area of carpet embedded with 30 grams of fine debris. Of special note here is the fact that the F80 only picked up that 15 grams on high or boost mode, a mode that only lasts for 1 minute each time that you activate it. On low, the vacuum picked up only 11 grams in the same test. This is an important note because you'll only be getting that 11 grams of deep clean performance unless you constantly reactivate boost mode by pressing the boost mode button on the vacuum. Next, we have hard floor performance, and when it comes to visible surface level debris, the F80 is a well above average performer in the category because of its dual clean cleaner head. The dual clean cleaner head is clearly not very well optimized for carpet cleaning and especially deep carpet cleaning, but it is well optimized for cleaning surface level debris on hard floors. All ION series Sharks, including the F80, easily outperformed all other cordless vacuums we tested in this hard floor stress test. However, there was also a second component to our hard floor performance testing, our Crevice Test. The Crevice Test shows just how well the vacuum is able to pull up debris from a groove or crevice and really pull up difficult to pull up debris from any hard surface in general. And in this test, all ION series vacuums, including the F80, performed quite poorly. Moving on to battery life and performance, the F80 has good battery life. It was tested to run for 36.5 minutes on low and up to 17 minutes on high. And it also comes with a second swappable battery. However, it has poor deep cleaning performance on both low and high, and so it receives a low battery life and performance score. Ease of use for the F80 is a bit of a mixed bag. The F80 is heavier in the hand than the lightest and nimblest cordless vacuums we tested, for example, the Dyson V7, V8, and V10, but it's not quite as heavy in the hand as some of the heaviest cordless vacuums we tested, for example, the Dyson V11 series of cordless vacuums. The overall weight of the vacuum, though, is higher than even that of the V11 outsize. The F80's high weight is mostly due to the weight of its cleaner head, which is bulkier and heavier than the cleaner head you find on competitors. The extra bulk and weight doesn't really make it any more difficult to push forward or pull back, but it does make turning it and maneuvering it around the typical home environment less of an enjoyable exercise than it is with competitors. The F80 has a small, though average-sized dustbin with a maximum measured capacity of only about 300 milliliters. On the positive side of things, the vacuum can stand up on its own, something that few other cordless vacuums we tested can do. This makes a big difference when it comes to storing your vacuum. The F80 being able to stand up on its own is facilitated by its multiflex wand, The wand can be bent to different positions to vacuum in different ways and also to store the vacuum. We didn't really find the wand's flexibility to be too much of a positive during testing. We would rarely use the wand in a flex position, but the fact that it allows for storing the vacuum without it falling over is a strong positive. We should also mention here that we do like the way that the wand releases from the cleaner head. With most other cordless vacuums, you have to disconnect the cleaner head with your hand. With the F80, you can press down on a release lever with your foot, which makes for much easier transition between using the cleaner head and using the wand or the wand with a tool attached. We also like the fact that the F80 is turned on and off with a button versus a trigger. We also like the fact that it features a hard floor setting to slow the brush roll a bit on hard floors. Though we definitely didn't like the timer on the vacuum's boost mode, you should have been able to set this vacuum permanently to high speed, especially considering its lackluster performance on either low or high speed. Moving on to what we like and dislike about this vacuum, first let's talk about what we like. We do like the battery life, the swappable battery, and the extra battery that comes with the F80. The vacuum also cleans reasonably well if you're only looking to clean up surface level debris. In other words, you're not looking for deep cleaning performance. And there are aspects to its ease of use that we really like. It turns on and stays on with a button. You don't have to hold the trigger to keep it on, and it stands up on its own. Moving on to what we dislike about the F80, there are certain aspects to its ease of use that we definitely dislike. Overall, the vacuum is heavy and it has a small dustbin. We also don't like the vacuum's raw performance, and we especially don't like its performance in our deep clean carpet testing and in our hard floor crevice test. Moving on to our general recommendations, we generally do not recommend the Shark ION F80, if only because it failed our filtration and sealing test. There's just no reason to buy a vacuum for it to put much of the fine debris it's vacuuming up right back into the same place it picked it up from. Vacuums we do recommend in the same price range offer better raw performance and most importantly passed our filtration and sealing test. They also offer better carpet and hard floor cleaning performance and are easier to use and more versatile than the Shark ION F80. Our specific model recommendations do change all the time as we constantly test new cordless vacuums, so definitely check the description of this video for all of our latest recommendations, and thank you for watching.